Hi, I'm Ellen Heed, founder of STREAM. STREAM stands for Scar Tissue Remediation, Education, and Management. I believe that scar tissue is the unacknowledged cause of too much human suffering, so I developed STREAM as an advanced professional training for healthcare practitioners. STREAM gives health providers of all stripes the tools they need to address scars effectively and amplify human potential as a result. I'm so proud of the work that STREAM practitioners and graduates are doing. I made this video series highlighting their accomplishments. These videos feature the work of scar tissue specialist Andy Stout. A trans man, Andy specializes in all kinds of scar work. As a trans man, Andy specializes in all kinds of scar work, but has a special interest in scars resulting from gender affirmation surgeries. Andy serves his community in Oakland, California at Azure Skies Chiropractic. This clip is called Scars and the Vagus Nerve, and in it, Andy explains his referral network and how clients find their way to Azure Skies Chiropractic. We talk about the educational aspect of STREAM and how, once a scar is identified as a source of dysfunction, people feel so relieved to know that there is something that can be done to help. Andy explains what happens when people start to remember their scar history and the light bulb moments when clients connect the dots. To conclude this trip, we talk about the intimate relationship between facelift scars, the vagus nerve, and digestive issues. The holistic nature of STREAM assessment catches these complex relationships and can reverse the negative impacts of vagus nerve restriction. Enjoy. So this leads it to a beautiful segue into the next slide. I love it when people who never knew what I do exists stumble into my office. How do people find you if they don't know what you do exists?
I know. I've got to figure this out for building my practice. But currently, a lot of my referrals come from chiropractors because I work with chiropractors and they get it. My office takes on interns and chiropractic interns. And so they're baby chiropractors.
Yeah.
And they know about scar and adhesion, but they don't know what I know. And when they get what I do from having a session or sending me somebody who gets results, then it clicks and then they send me people. So I get work from my community and then, and then just referrals from people who come in. Oh, other body workers will refer to me when they come to a thing that they, it's a little beyond what they do.
Or maybe beyond their training, because we have specific training in STREAM that's super scar centric, right?
Right.
And they may be doing maybe more structural work or they may be doing more emotional work, but they may not know exactly what to do with the scar tissue.
Right. Yeah.
But you do. Yeah. This is awesome. Fantastic. You kind of referred to this before, where people learn that what's been plaguing them for forever is actually a scar and adhesion, and it's treatable. So you mentioned that people, this is actually a major pillar of STREAM, is that once people have an explanation for what's going on, that's a piece of their healing. It's educational. Education is part of therapy because you can't do something about you can't do anything about something you don't understand. What I hear you saying overall is that you're helping people with scars and adhesions feel better, move better, and function better overall, because you're looking at the whole person, not only the scar. You're looking at the person who's carrying the scar, which means necessarily you're taking into account what I call the 4 domains of health, which would be their biochemistry, their biomechanics, their emotions, and how those affect their scar tissue, or how their scar tissue affects any one of the other domains, because they're interrelated. They're always talking to each other. Is there anything you want to add there? Because I know you're very in 4 domains as a healing understanding.
Yeah, well, yesterday on my table, somebody had come for one issue and we have an intake form and they tell me about their other scars, but then while I have them on the table, they're like, once I explain to them about Scar Network, they will have a light bulb and go, oh, right, that time I got rear-ended when I was 16 and then, and then my thyroid removed and, some facelift and all of these things are affecting all, like it makes me wonder what began, for example, in someone's guts because of the scars on the back of their ears.
Say more about that. How would the scars in the back of their ears affect what's going on in somebody's guts? I got to hear this because this is magic.
Yeah. Well, the vagus nerve runs on the back, runs behind the ear. And when there's scar on the back of the ear, like a facelift or a neck lift, that those little adhesions, those little tendrils of scar can grow in and pin or kink or, otherwise stick that vagus nerve and make it not work optimally. And that will affect, that can affect, not for everybody, but it can affect everything all the way down to the pelvic bowl. And a lot of stuff in the guts has to do with one's vagus nerve health.
Like everything, from peristalsis to digestion to absorption to the creation of neurotransmitters. I mean, all of it. That's a really big deal. All of it is done by the vagus nerve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when I explained that, or, just a short version of that, I get a lot more people admitting to the scars on the back of their ears.
When you can make those connections for people about, a scar behind the ear affecting digestion, that's got to be mind-blowing for them. Do they ever say, wow, you just blew my mind?
Yeah. Sometimes people have scars that, oh yes, the blowing the mind. Just the light bulb. I can see the light bulb above their head. It's just like, oftentimes people will have been to so many different specialists and doctors, and they're checking in with 3 other surgeons about what's going to happen next. And then when I explain that to them, then they're like, oh, there's another way. I don't have to make more scar to address this scar problem.
Right. We don't have to make more scars to fix the scars we already have. There are other routes to that kind of remediation.
Right.
And that's
Which
really
is not commonly known.
No, it's not commonly known. And this is why stream exists. This is the basic reason stream exists, is because we don't need surgery to correct problems with scar tissue for the most part.